There are different possible ways to apply online. University's own website. What are the possible questions in the interview? Hello and welcome back to my blog. So today we are going to talk about how to apply abroad, or more specifically, here in Korea. So there are a few steps and I am going to explain each one of them. So let's start. So the first thing, I think you have to ask yourself why you want to study abroad. Because it honestly takes a lot of courage to be away from your family, let alone be in a different country, where you are not familiar with the language, culture, and your surroundings. And in my case, I was not familiar with all three, and I did not know anyone when I first came here. But I think that's the beauty of living in a different country alone. If at first you are not that adaptable to change, you learn to be someone who is flexible and adjusts accordingly. If you are someone who is very spontaneous, you learn to be calculated. So the next two questions are, will it be beneficial for me? And the last one is, will I have someone who will support me? I think these questions are very important to take note of before you do anything. Next is research. For me, it took around 4 to 5 months of daily research to look for universities and to choose between the ones I found. During these months, you have to take note of a lot of things, from the factors that you will depend on to the time schedule of each university. So first are the factors that you will depend on or look for in universities. A few examples of these are the living expenses, tuition fees, courses offered, medium of instruction, location, reputation, etc. It's really up to you. So base it on your preferences and your current situation. Next is know the timeline or schedule of each university. Some will be the same, some will be different. Spring semester applications usually start by the end of September until the end of November, while fall semester applications usually start by the end of March until the end of May. And lastly, know where you will apply. There are different possible ways to apply online. So first is the university's own website. Next is Study in Korea. And last one is Chinhack Apply. There might be more, but for me, I applied to 3 different universities using these 3 different websites. Now, the thing is, how can I check these? How can I look them up? You can visit the university's websites and look for their admission guide or admission guidelines. It is usually a downloadable PDF file, and everything that you will look for is included there. If you have further questions about the school or the application process, you can just directly email the university. So what are the documents that you need? I recommend that you prepare your documents as early as you can because it can be difficult to collect these and it will definitely take some time. If some documents cannot be submitted yet, like a copy of your diploma or your apostille, you must let the university know so that they know that you're still interested in applying. So what are these documents? Also take note that these documents must be submitted in person or via registered mail. So next is the personal statements or the essay part of the application. So some tips would be to sell yourself because what they will ask from you are usually personal questions, your achievements, and how you can contribute to their university. They have to see why they should get you. Next is connect your experiences and passion to the course that you applied for. And last would be there are some universities who are specific with word counts or character limits, so you should also take note of that. Next is interview. So most universities will require an interview while some may not. So always check your timeline or schedule or check your email. So questions that are asked are also similar to the personal statements that you will submit along with your application form. So you can also familiarize yourself using your material. The interview is another opportunity to sell yourself in case that you were not able to write as much as you wanted in your personal statements. What are the possible questions in the interview? Okay, so the first one is introduce yourself. What do you know about the course you applied for? Why did you apply for this university? How will you adjust in a different country? And last would be how do you plan to study? Okay, so let's say you already heard back from all the universities you applied for. Now the last step is to choose what university you want. And that's it. So I hope that you guys find this video helpful. And if you have any questions, you can just leave them in the comment section and I will reply to you right away. Thank you and see you in my next vlog. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.